In this video, we are going to record a macro and execute the macro. So let's understand how do we record a macro and how do we execute a macro. So let's say I have data points, which is let's say A, B, C, D, E, and 5 numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. I want to copy these numbers into a different column. So let's say column D, and I want to do a formatting, basic formatting. Okay, number formatting, key center alignment, and a color formatting. Okay, how do I do that? So I'll first click on record a macro. It will give me an option saying that macro 3. I can define it, copy, and formatting underscore macro. I can give a shortcut key as well, saying that Control Shift Q, or rather I can give Q also. Control Q, okay, or Control Q, only Control Q. In the description, I can write this macro will be useful to copy certain table or data from column A to column D, and basic formatting is also done through this macro. Okay, once this is done, I will click on OK. Now the recording has been started. So over here you can see the recording has been started. So I will select this entire table. I'll press Ctrl C. I'll go to column D. I will press Ctrl V. So the copy has been done. I'll press Escape. I'll go to Home button. I will provide them the borders. I will color the first 5 as little orangish and the next 5 as yellowish, and everything I want to be in the center. I'll go to developer again. And I will click on stop recording. Now your macro is ready. You have done basic formatting. Basic formatting in the sense that you have copied that, you have provided them the border, you aligned them into the center, and you provided them some color. Now let's go what Excel has recorded in that particular macro. So you click on macro. I will delete this test record macro. There's no more of a use. I'll click on copy formatting and copy formatting macro. I'll click on edit. See what Excel has done. Now this is Excel has internally has coded this entire thing. Now without the programming knowledge, it's difficult to write code from the scratch. So that's why we usually avoid this kind of a situation, because it usually takes a lot of time. Now what Excel has done inside this is it has provided a macro name, provided a description, and provided a shortcut, which is Control Q. Okay. Now Excel initially had selected, so we had selected the database. So what Excel has done internally said is that range A5 to A14 dot select. This means A5 to A14 I had selected like this. So this is what has happened. Range A5 to A14 selects. It's like I'm giving an order to Excel. So you select from A5 to A14. Now I can change this A14 to A20 as well. Are you getting my point? So Excel has done A5 to A14, but if my requirement is A20, I can change this after I record a macro. Okay. It says selection.copy. So whatever I've selected, so this is first thing. Okay, so in the macros, if you provide into inverted comma 1, it takes as a comment. So this is select range. Can you see this is a green in color? Green in color means it's like a vestigial for the Excel. Excel doesn't consider this to be executable. Okay, wherever you find yellow blue color, it's a by default the words are with the Excel, so you cannot use them as anything. So that means it doesn't consider to be executable, the green part. So it usually helps to comment or to provide any commentary. So if I have written a code, I can provide a commentary on each statement so that the person who is sitting on the other side can evaluate what this particular statement is doing. Be very useful when you are writing a code. So first statement is select range. Okay. Second statement is copy the selection. That's what Excel has done. It says selection dot copy. Okay. So I did like this. I selected the range, then I press Control C. So I copied this. That's the second statement. Then third thing what I did is I went to D5. I went to D5. So it says go to destination, which is I went there. Okay. Fourth was I pressed Control V, which is I pasted this. This is active sheet dot paste. Active sheet means the sheet which I am currently present. So I am present in the record macro sheet. It's an active sheet. Wherever you are, paste it there. So it says paste in the current active sheet. Current active sheet means selected sheet. Okay. Then I pressed escape. Escape means deactivate now. So it says application cut copy mode deactivated. This is deactivate cut copy paste mode. You remember I went there, I selected this, pressed Ctrl C, went here, pressed Ctrl V, and then I pressed escape so that this selection was gone. So this is exactly what Excel has done. Okay. Now it says that selection of borders. So go to home screen, select the borders. Select the borders means line style X1 is none. Okay. This Excel will take directly the selection. So this is application of borders. Select and apply borders. Selection borders diagonal up down. Selection borders edge left. Continuous borders with nothing else. Second thing which Excel did is internally Excel gave what kind of border it is. So this is left border, top border, bottom border, right border. Okay, this is everything was done by Excel. So this is a top border, edge left, edge top. So this is a top border, left border, right border, and bottom border, bottom and right. Within that, so if I am in the second cell, it says inside vertical, inside horizontal, inside left, and inside out. Inside left and out is already applied. So inside vertical and inside horizontal, because when you apply this particular edge, there are left, right, top, bottom. And on the second cell, it's like inside vertical, inside horizontal. So those are 6 types which Excel provided. This 6 types: left, top, bottom, right, vertical, and horizontal. Then what I did is I selected this and provided a color. Okay, so now Excel has provided a color to this. So I select a range, select a range and provide color which is orange. Now how did Excel internally found out that it's an orange in color? So Excel has given that number 65535. So it's an orange in color. The next, select a range and provide different color. Over here it is a different color. This one is one color, this one is another color. So I made a mistake in providing a comment. This one is one color, okay, and this one is another color. And then what I did is I did a center alignment. This is horizontal alignment, vertical alignment. This. So I did a center alignment and a bottom alignment. So these two alignments I did. So Excel has select range and align them. And align. So basically I did a color, I did color over here as well. I selected entire range. Then I pressed center alignment and I said middle alignment. That's what I've done. In the end, I just selected cell D5 so that my entire selection is gone. I selected this and I clicked here on D5. So now Excel says at the end, my selection should be only D5 cell. So this is what it is, D5. I can save this, and initially I have decided that instead of 14 I will write 20. Okay, and then I will save this and I'll close this. I will eliminate this everything. I will eliminate everything. I will remove all the formatting and everything. I will delete this. I will eliminate everything and I will be as is. Now how do we run a macro? So now go to developer again, as we have already seen, select macros, copy formatting macro and click on run. You will see Excel has done everything automatically. I had selected only this 5 cells or 10 cells and then I made a change to select up to 20. So Excel would have selected this, pasted here and did a formatting here. Okay. So precisely this is how the macro or recorded macro works. So if you don't know how to code, what you can do is you can write a formula first. You can record that thing, particular thing, whatever you're doing, and then you can open that macro, see what Excel has done and modify your macro over there. That's how you should approach the macro part of it, of Excel. So if you don't know the coding, you have to record a macro, you have to open that macro, and then you have to modify that particular macro which is suitable for your needs, and that's how you learn the macros and the coding. Alright, so that's pretty much about this video. Thank you.